Hello there. I want to welcome everyone to day 3 of the 23% challenge. Everyone, today is Gratitude Day. You know, earlier this week, or perhaps it was last week, one of my colleagues at the college, he said to me, Omar, why is it that you never get mad or that you never get upset? And right then and there, because he kind of put me on the spot, I didn't have an answer for him. I just sat there and I smiled. But now that I begin to think about it, I have to say that it's due to the fact that I have an attitude of gratitude. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to talk to you about today. Today is a day to be thankful. Today is a day to be appreciative. It's all about appreciating who you are and what you have. Now, the important thing is that we begin to realize who we are, and we begin to realize not only what we have, but also what we have to offer other people. So, who is interested in living a healthier lifestyle? Who is interested in becoming a greater and better version of who they currently are? If you're that person, then please raise your hand. Me. So let's go ahead and get started with today. Gratitude Day. I love how that sounds. So we're here on Thursday, March 3rd, 2016. So what is Gratitude Day? Gratitude Day is an opportunity for me to improve my interpersonal wellness, which really is about relationships. It's an opportunity for me to improve my emotional wellness, which is basically my ability to identify and communicate my emotions. It's also about occupational wellness, which has to pertain to my profession. Is my job fulfilling? Is it some place that I enjoy going to? Yes, it is. And it's also an opportunity for me to improve my spiritual wellness. Yes. Can I develop a deeper connection, not only with myself, but also with other people? So, again, welcome to Gratitude Day. Love it. So, what is gratitude? I mean, oftentimes we use words and we don't quite know the full definition of it. So, I took the liberty to go ahead and do a little research, and I looked up the word gratitude. Now, of course, there are many definitions, but here are a few that I thought would be in sync with the 23% challenge. So, it's a quality of being thankful. It's readiness to show appreciation for. It's also a readiness to return kindness. Yes. I am a huge fan of the movie The Secret. So at this point, I want to go ahead and read just a snippet from the movie. And as you can see, it's the image is right here. Gratitude is a powerful process for shifting your energy and bringing more of what you want into your life. Be grateful for what you already have, so that you will attract more good things. So here's a question for you, audience. What more would you like to attract into your life? Do you want more love? Do you want more joy, excitement, money, better health, more wealth? Ultimately, you have to view what you have so that you can attract more. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I have learned that in order for me to be more, in order for me to do more, in order for me to have more, I must first look and see what I already have and enjoy that, knowing that the universe will provide. So here's an even better question. Should I participate in Gratitude Day? Well, the answer for me is a resounding yes, I should. But for those of you who are on the fence, maybe you're not sure, well, let's look at a few questions. Do you want more from your current life? Do you want more happiness, better health, deeper relationships? increase productivity? If the answer to these questions is yes, then yes, you definitely should participate in Gratitude Day. Now, I do understand that for some people this may be a little difficult, but if we stop and we pause and we really take a deep breath and think about it, Gratitude Day is a day for you to overcome fear. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, fear is one thing that will definitely keep us stuck. Now, there are a few ways to get over being stuck, as my spiritual mother, Iyanla Vanzant, has once said. But gratitude, letting people know how you feel, letting people know how much you appreciate them and the things that they've done for you, is definitely one way to overcome your fears. So, what are the benefits of Gratitude Day? Well, there are a lot of benefits. As you can see here, there's a nice little table. There are some benefits that really stick out to me. Why? Because of my event. And let's not forget, this is my personal journey for holistic healing. Yes. So anytime that I can have a benefit that will improve my heart health, that will help improve my overall state of being, then I'm all about it. Now, I won't get into all of the different benefits, but as you can see here, there are quite a few. So for those of you who, again, are a little hesitant, a little reluctant to participate in Gratitude Day, I want to encourage you to please do so. It's all about self-improvement. It's all about becoming healthier. It's all about you, or shall I say me, learning how to do something different, to do something new, so that I in turn become a greater and a better version of Coach D. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. So, let's take a look at the details of Gratitude Day. Now that I have somehow sparked your interest. Now, Gratitude Day is a very simple exercise to do. Step one, you want to write down the name of one person. I'm only asking for one. If you want to do two, maybe three, then go ahead. But let's keep it easy. Let's keep it simple. So all you have to do is write down the name of one person that, of course, you know. Now, this could be a friend. It could be a family member. At this point, it doesn't matter. But what does matter is that you write down the name of this person. Step two. Now, this is where you're going to have to think a little bit. But for some people, this probably isn't a chore. Once you write down the name of that person, step two is to write 3 reasons why you appreciate this person. Now, like I said, for some people, it's probably very easy. Maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's your dad. Maybe it's your spouse. Maybe it's your significant other. Or it's a friend, perhaps your best friend. But regardless of who it is, you want to be sure to write down at least 3 reasons why you appreciate this person. Step 3. Now, for some people, this may be a little difficult, but that's okay. Remember, this is about improving. So, don't be afraid. Get over the fear, because step 3 is now communication. Yes, you need to call or speak to this person face to face and tell them directly why you appreciate them. So yes, you have to let them know what those 3 reasons are. Now, here is something that I am not going to do, because I believe that by doing this, it'll help keep me where I am. And that's not something that I'm interested in doing. I'm interested in progressing. So, please, do not text, do not email, and definitely do not use social media as a means of communication. So, if the person lives in the same town as you, and that's something that I would suggest that you start with, someone who lives close by, that way you can have this conversation face to face. If their schedule is a little hectic, maybe they're busy, then go ahead and call them on the phone. But please do not send a text, do not send an email, and do not use social media such as Facebook or Twitter or Instagram to let them know how much you appreciate them. So what I would like to do is go ahead and let you know exactly what I did. And I gotta tell you, this was a emotional experience that in the end I think is going to benefit me as well as recipients greatly. So the people that I decided to let know, and I use the word people as opposed to person because it was two people, a husband and wife, Martin and Jimena Silva. I've known them now since 2000, so this is now 16 years. And they are a remarkable husband and wife. I wanted them to be the first because I probably am the closest to them, at least at this space and time. And the three reasons that I share with them were, let me pull out my paper so that I get this right. All right. Oh, here we go. So the first reason that I appreciate them is because back in 2007, at one point, once my mother passed away, for a little while I was in a very bad emotional state, and on top of that I didn't have a place to live. So now I can chuckle about that, but back then it wasn't very funny. And so they allowed me to take up residence in their house for maybe 2 months, maybe even 3 months, until I was able to stabilize my emotions and save money and ultimately get my own place. But I just wanted to share with them how appreciative I was for them allowing me to stay at their place for about 3 months. It was amazing. The second reason that I wanted to let them know why I appreciate them was because up until about, I can't remember the year, but maybe 2004, maybe 2005, I had never been outside of the country. Okay, I'm a native Floridian, and so my first trip outside of the United States was to a country, a very small country in South America. It's called Peru. And I mean, I heard of the country before, but I knew nothing about it. And so because of them, I was actually able to go to Peru, stay there for a few weeks, and observe a different culture, different traditions. I mean, it was completely new to me. And so because of them, I was able to have that life learning experience. And the third reason why I wanted to express my appreciation to them was because after my event, I needed a place to recover. I needed love. I needed an environment that was compassionate, that was loving, that was full of joy, that was full of bliss. So during my recovery, and mind you, this was just last year, they allowed me, I'm not going to say the word allow, but they kind of put their foot down and said, you know what, you're going to stay here. You're not going to go home. So I said, okay. And for an entire week, I stayed with them. And Jimena, she's an excellent cook. She cooked my food. I had a place to lie down. They had a pool, so I was exposed to a few more of the elements. And so that was just part of my healing process. And for those three reasons, I am incredibly grateful. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, when you have an opportunity to reflect on how good people can be, it really does let you stop and think about everything that you have to be grateful for. I gotta tell you once again, when I go back to my colleague's question, Omar, why are you never upset? Why don't you get mad? How come you're not pissed off? Well, it's because I have an attitude of gratitude. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have my moments And as we all do. But if you pause and you consider, why are you upset? Why are you angry? And you compare that to all of the goodness, all of the kindness that people have had to offer you, then the reason why you're upset doesn't even compare to all of the love that you have received. So I would encourage that everyone who is listening to this today to please do this assignment. It's amazing, and you never know what will happen. So please participate in Gratitude Day. Now, let's remember, we are still on the 7-day vegan challenge, right? So remember what to eat. Let's eat our veggies, our fruits, our nuts and seeds, our legumes, and of course, drink water. Yes, you must. All right, what not to eat? Meat, animal products, processed foods, and of course, processed beverages. Now, some people have been asking me, so what do you mean by processed foods and processed beverages? Well, let me put it to you this way. If it doesn't grow on a tree, come from a plant, or grow underground, then don't eat it. So let's talk about 3 foods that are extremely popular that are processed. Number 1 is going to be bread. All right, regardless if it's wheat bread or white bread, right, it's still processed. Here's a question for you. Does bread grow on trees? No, it does not. There's no such thing as a bread tree. Hence, it's processed. Another food that's highly processed is white rice. Now, I know most people love rice, right? Especially my Latin population. I love you, and I know that you love white rice. And that's okay. But again, it's processed, right? If it's white, it's processed. It should be brown. And another food that a lot of people love, especially those who are Italian, is pasta. Yes, pasta, ladies and gentlemen, is a processed food. Now, if we look at those 3 items, right? White bread, white rice, and white pasta, unfortunately, those are the 3 main culprits that help to cause type 2 diabetes. You see, so by participating in the 7-day vegan challenge, you are ultimately helping your body to prevent type 2 diabetes. Yes, that's one of the major health benefits. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to eat our fruits, continue to eat our vegetables, our beans and peas, our nuts and seeds, and of course, drink water. As far as contacting me is concerned, please do so. I would love to hear from you, especially the results of your Gratitude Day. I want to hear all the goodness. I want to hear who you decided to tell and what you decided to tell them. And I also want you to share with me your, or shall I say, their reaction to you. Now, here's what you want to remember, is that when you begin to talk to people, that you may feel very vulnerable, meaning your feelings are out there and you're not 100% sure how the people will react to you. Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Remember, this is about you overcoming your fear. This is about you becoming a better and greater version of who you are. This is about you living a healthier lifestyle. This is about you healing holistically. So, it doesn't really matter how the people respond to you. What does matter is that you take the first step. You initiate the conversation. You share your kindness. You share your love, your joy, and your excitement. Because remember, we cannot control the thoughts or the actions or the emotions of other people. However, we have complete control over what we say, over what we do, and ultimately how we feel. So please contact me at 23%challenge@gmail.com. I really, really, really want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm excited. So as always, we'll close with our take-home message. Please, family, eat well, feel well, think well, and do well. I am grateful for everything in my life, and I am grateful for this opportunity. I am grateful for you. So please, eat well, feel well, think well, do well. This is Coach D signing out. Day 3 of the 23% challenge.